In a secluded village encircled by towering forests and golden meadows, lived a girl named Little Red Riding Hood. She was an enchanting child, her eyes as blue as a serene lake, and her laugh a musical cascade. She wore a vibrant red cloak, sewn by her grandmother's nimble fingers. On a morning ablaze with golden sunlight, Little Red Riding Hood's mother, a kind-hearted woman with soft eyes, packed a basket of homemade treats. "Your grandmother isn't feeling well," her mother said, handing her the wicker basket. "Please, take this to her. But remember, go directly to her house and avoid talking to strangers." Little Red Riding Hood nodded, the morning light reflecting off her radiant eyes, with her red cloak flowing behind her like a river of rubies. She entered the forest. The ambience was tranquil yet alive, the sunlight breaking through the canopy to dance on the woodland floor below. Each step she took was accompanied by a natural orchestra of chirping birds and rustling leaves. However, lurking in the thickets was a wolf, his fur a camouflage of mottled grays and browns. His eyes gleamed a malevolent yellow as he overheard Little Red Riding Hood's errand. The wolf dashed ahead to Grandma's cottage, a cozy abode adorned with blooming flowers and a thatched roof. In a terrifying gulp that echoed through the air, he swallowed Grandma whole and slipped into her nightclothes. The room's atmosphere changed instantly. The air grew dense, and an eerie quietude settled in. Upon her arrival, Little Red Riding Hood sensed something amiss. The room was dimmer than she remembered, almost as if the cottage itself were holding its breath. "What big eyes you have, Grandma," she said cautiously. "The better to see you with, my dear," the wolf replied, each word dripping with a tension that crawled along Little Red Riding Hood's spine. "And what large ears you have, the better to hear you with, my sweet." Suddenly, the tension reached a breaking point. "What sharp teeth you have," Little Red Riding Hood gasped, her eyes widening in horror. With a guttural roar that shattered the room's stifling silence, the wolf lunged at her, his teeth bared in a ghastly snarl. Just as his jaws were about to clamp down on her, the front door burst open. A hunter, who had been tracking the wolf, stood in the doorway, his eyes wide with alarm. Without a second's hesitation, he raised his rifle and fired. The deafening sound of the gunshot reverberated through the room, and the wolf fell to the ground, defeated. With swift cuts of his knife, the hunter freed Grandma from the wolf's belly. Miraculously alive, Little Red Riding Hood, her heart still pounding like a frantic drum, embraced her grandmother, grateful yet forever changed. From that fateful day on, Little Red Riding Hood never strayed from her path and never, ever spoke to strangers. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you can watch more videos like this. Thanks for watching.